Hello, this is Santa Clara County Supervisor Ken Yeager, and I'm on one of the 7 magnificent trail hikes. If you hike all 7 of these trails, then you get this shirt. So I'm on hike number 5, and I'm up here in Mount Madonna County Park, which is sort of southwest of Gilroy, and it's a beautiful day and it's a beautiful hike. We are at the Thai Camp Viewpoint. Mount Madonna County Park is 4,600 acres, so a lot of acres to explore, and it's one of our oldest county parks. The first parcel was actually purchased in 1927, and the rest of the park was acquired in 1953. And I have the great pleasure of being joined today with Park Ranger Jacob Waltemeyer, better known as Ranger Jake, who is the park ranger here in the park, and he's also the residence ranger. So thanks for joining me on this beautiful hike, Jake.
Definitely, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Well, maybe you could talk a little bit about what it's like to be a park ranger and how it came about that you were able to get hired and work here in Mount Madonna.
Oh, I think it's one of kind of the best jobs we have in the county. We're generalist rangers here, so that means that on any day we're doing firefighting, medical response, programs, going on hikes like this. I get to get out on the ATV, the bicycle, and our job is just basically to make sure everything in the park is going well, everyone's safe in the park, and everyone's having a good time. I originally got in the park from doing an academy up in Santa Rosa. From that, I got a seasonal position here in the county. Usually you have a few years of doing seasonal and then you can go to full-time, but I was able to actually go from seasonal to full-time ranger in a year because currently we're hiring a lot of positions for the county. So we're always hiring seasonal rangers, and right now we have a lot of full-time positions opening up, and we're always looking for good candidates that can go ahead and get those positions and come out and do this fun job. Are there
summer jobs available as well for maybe college students or people who have the summer off and want to just work in a park?
Yeah, we have a few positions that are really good for those who are going to college or even high school. Our public service attendants is a really good job for high schoolers starting out and for those who have some time in the summer. And then our seasonal ranger is a really good job for those looking to go further into the position or get a lot of really good experience, because we do a lot in this job, so it gives you a lot of really good experience throughout the whole career.
Now, I know that there's some programs where people can go to get credentials for this. You mentioned that you were up in Santa Rosa, was it?
Yeah.
For a park ranger
academy.
Yep. And then people can also go to West Valley for park maintenance.
For maintenance, their park management program is really good. That gives you a lot of the good skills that will be necessary to get hired. There's also the PC 832 class, which is a requirement for our seasonals and our full-time rangers. And that's a class that's about the arrest search techniques for California peace officers, and it's a requirement for California peace officers to take. So they need that, of course, if they want to be a seasonal or full-time park ranger. The academy, I put myself through it, but if you get hired as a seasonal or full-time ranger and you don't have it, they'll actually put you through it with the county. And that's a 3-month program that you go up to Santa Rosa, learn all of the different things. It's actually through the National Park Service. And you have a really good time, learn a lot of good skills, and then you come back to the county and use those skills here.
That's great. Well, you can get more information on Santa Clara County Parks and Recreation Department by going to www.parkhere.org or on Facebook at Santa Clara County Parks. Now, I know that even though you're stationed here now, you last came from Marshall Cottle Park. You want to talk a little bit about that park?
Yeah, Marshall Cottle Park is our newest park. It's a farm park. So basically it belonged to the Cottle family right when the state became a state, and they've continuously managed that land until they just deeded it in 2014, gave it over to the county, and our mission with that park is to continue running it as a ranch and a farm. It's right in the middle of San Jose. It provides a lot of good opportunities for children to learn about kind of the agricultural history of the county. There's a really good interpretive center there. On weekends we do a tour of the whole property and give a history of the family. It's a really fun park. It has a perimeter trail too if you want to get out and exercise, and it also has a Discovery Farm play place that has some like logs that you can climb on, has animals that are kind of animals you can play with. that are fake, but it also has like a John Deere tractor kind of set up for kids. So it's a really good park. Families have a really good time there.
Well, and we've got some hikers who are about to pass us here at the moment. It's really quite beautiful. Hello, you can keep going.
We're doing,
We're doing a live stream.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, no, there you go. But
Sorry about that.
again, I'm
Enjoy your hike.
County Supervisor Ken Yeager, and I'm here with Ranger Jake at Mount Madonna Park. So, what's your favorite county park?
My favorite county park is the park that I actually started out as a seasonal. When I was brand new, still learning the job, kind of just getting out there and exploring our county parks, and that's Joseph D. Grant County Park up Mount Hamilton Road, just before the Lick Observatory. It's a beautiful, wide open park. It's a really huge park. You don't run into a lot of people there. You kind of get to be out in wilderness, and there's a really good ranch house there that you can take tours of. And you can see it belonged to the Grant family that lived there, and it was a summer home for them, and the trails there are great.
Well, yes, and I should just mention that you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at SoupKenYeager, and on Instagram at soup.kenyeager. Now, I know that Grant Ranch, because I've camped out there before, people can camp as they
Yes.
can in Mount Madonna.
Yep.
What other park can you actually have the campgrounds, and what's involved in trying to make a reservation?
For camping, we have Mount Madonna County Park, which is where we're at right now, Uvis Canyon, which is currently closed but should be opening next year, Coyote, Sanborn, and then Joseph D. Grant County Park. All of them have really good campsites. The best way to reserve campsites is to either go to gooutsidandplay.org or to call into our reservations department, which is the area code 408-355-2201. And I do have to tell a lot of people that they'll call in to ask questions here at the park, and we'll always provide them the best answers. But to actually make the reservations, they either go online or call into our reservations department.
Great, and I should tell you that we will post any links and information from today in the comments below, and you're more than welcome to send your questions to us. Well, I've noticed that the Parks Department has a very diverse group of employees, which is great. I think they try very hard to make sure that the park rangers are reflective of the community. Could you maybe talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, just recently and kind of continually through history, we've been able to hire a lot of female rangers. We hire a really diverse group of rangers. And then we also have a few LGBT rangers as well, myself included, which it's always great to work in an environment that you feel welcome, you feel like you belong, and you feel like who you are is encouraged by the department.
Yeah, and as we know, there's one parade that's coming up in August, and there's a contingent from the Parks Department.
Yeah. Last year was our first year that we marched as Rangers in the Silicon Valley Pride. We just did the parade, but this year we'll actually have a booth in the festival as well. It was one of our favorite times of that year, and we're thinking it's going to be one of our favorite moments from this year as well.
That's great. And again, I'm Supervisor Ken Yeager, and I'm here with Ranger Jake at beautiful Mount Madonna Park. We're actually at the Thai Camp overview.
The lookout, yeah.
Lookout. Great view of the valley.
The South County, yeah. Yeah, the Mount Madonna Park has quite a few lookouts of both sides of Santa Clara County, and then we also have another trail called Bayview, which actually has a lookout for the bay, the Monterey Bay. So we're kind of right on the ridge between the two counties, and so we have good views of both sides, and it's a huge park that has really good trails too, where you're going to see a lot of different ecosystems and environments.
Yeah, it's just lovely. And again, there's 7 of these trails, and if I can remember the order that I've done them, Villa Montavo, then Grant, then Stevens Creek, and then Sanborn. And this then is Mount Madonna, and 2 more to go. We're trying to get those over the next couple weeks. And again, if you do all 7 and you take a picture of yourself at a certain spot, which is we are now, then you get this great T-shirt. And it has the parks, the trails on the back of that.
Yep.
And what's on the back of your shirt?
It says Park Rangers.
Park Rangers. So, all right, well, we're going to continue on with the hike and call it a day when we finish back where we parked the cars. But Again, please, if you have questions or need more information, please just send us a question or put it in the comment section, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Can you think of what a better job there would be than to be a ranger in one of our parks? So thanks for joining me.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll see you on the trail.
Yeah, definitely.